All right, welcome to the comic book shop of doom here on awesomestreaming.com. Look at this headline. James Cameron thinks the MCU's Thanos had the right idea. So, before we jump on this and say this guy's the new Hitler, the funny thing here is I think somebody's out to get him, and I think that they want to cancel Jim Cameron because he's been too successful with his movies. So now he made some kind of comment, and they might have taken it out of text or something, but when people admit this, that Thanos had the right idea to kill off half of the universe, that's where you're getting into Adolf Hitler territory. And I mean, he even says it in here, like who's going to choose who has to go. So I read this article, and it's all fluff. I can relate to Thanos. I thought he had a pretty viable answer. He said the problem is nobody's going to put up their hand and volunteer to be the half that has to go. Well, you probably get some people, people that are already on their deathbeds and stuff like that, or the people that are depressed that want to commit suicide. But yeah, you're not going to get the mass amount that you need. But, who is to choose who dies? Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is in the Hitler territory. And then he just talks about how Avatar is more superior than Marvel and DC and blah 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 blah. And he that's all he wants to do is harp on the superhero movies. And he says the superhero movies aren't rooted in the real world because they don't deal with problems like kids. Like no superhero has kids, so they don't have to deal with these problems. And now you know why the crew that made Terminator 2, they passed out t-shirts or something at the end of the movie that said Terminator 3 not with me, is they hate this guy. So this guy's another one that's a failure because of his own success. There's a lot of people that hate this guy just because he's such a prick. And this shows it too. Where you're going to kill off half the universe. What was the whole idea to expanding space, where the human race goes off into space, where we can colonize different planets, and that way we have generations to build, where the Earth is no longer overpopulated. You could take half the people that are here and go into space and colonize other planets. I mean, these guys, and this guy, what is his stuff on? Space exploration. And in his movie, Avatar is a thinly veiled thing on the invasion of Iraq. And I didn't bother to see the second movie because it's not a movie. It's a video game with all the computer generated stuff. That's not a movie. That's a video game. There's barely any people in it. I've seen all I need to see. I'm just not interested in it. And the first movie, Avatar, he ripped himself off. He had the identical scene of the dropship that was in Aliens, because I was watching Aliens at the time on AMC when the first Avatar movie came out. And I saw scene for scene. I go, man, he's ripping himself off. So this guy isn't original with his thinking. Yeah, he may have spectacular effects, but anybody, if you plow in $1 billion to make a movie, you're going to have, it's either going to be a spectacular turd or it's going to be fantastic. So, but this whole thing where he's going to be the new Hitler and choose who's going to die, that's pretty sad. But then again, what do you expect from somebody that his crew hates him? Everybody have a good day.